Welcome to another travel guide with Nitpicking. There's today, Slivers.
We're going to show you how to control the hive mind.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. Do you often confuse listing every creature type of a certain type as creative videos? If you do, you better subscribe because you're going to love this.
Yeah, and besides, you want to be subscribed to our channel because our subscribers are 10% less likely to be controlled by a hive mind.
Disclaimer guy here. The Nitpicking Nerds can't help if your tiny mind gets controlled by a hive mind.
Great.
Because slivers are hive minds.
I got
a hive mind.
Yeah, I think everybody knows that.
I don't think everyone knows that.
Well, what are slivers?
Slivers are a hive mind.
Oh, okay. This video series is where we're going over all of the ins and outs of every tribe, basically.
Yep, we're not going over basically big tribal payoffs like the things that go in any tribal deck, but we're talking about the things that specifically go with the tribe. So we are in Slivers right now. What is the tribe goal of the Slivers?
Well, basically, this is the most classic case of critical mass you're going to eventually win. You assemble enough Slivers, some cute combo thing is going to happen, and then you're going to overrun everybody else.
Yeah, there's a lot of combos with Slivers. There's like Sliver Queen, the Basalt guy making your things cost one less. That's just one of them. And like I'll throw those on screen real quick, but there's a ton of like 4 or 5 Sliver combos, 2, 3
Haste
Sliver combos.
Plus tap for mana, plus untap. Infinite mana.
Yeah.
There's Slivers do everything at this point, so let's just get into them.
We're in Slivers, so what colors do we get to play?
It's kind of like you play all 5 or you don't play Slivers, which is so weird because usually it's, the bulk of these cards are in green and red, so you might want to play a tricolor that shares green and red. It's like, nope, this one, all 5.
Slivers are just spread across every single color pretty evenly, and
mostly it's all the commanders.
I was just going to say, and all the commanders are 5 colors. So we're going to go over the 4 choices for commanders that you get.
Maybe we have a hive mind.
We?
Maybe.
That'd be weird. Maybe the whole world is a hive mind.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
It's possible.
I don't know if that is possible.
It's definitely possible. The first one is Sliver Hive Lord. He's a 5/5 for Wooburg, and he makes all your slivers indestructible. I mean, slivers have indestructible because that's how slivers are worded.
Yeah, slivers pay off other slivers. Whenever a sliver enters, slivers have some static ability. This one is indestructible. I think it's the only one that is ever given indestructible. It's kind of valuable. It just protects against board wipes.
It is the only sliver that gives indestructible.
Next.
Next is Sliver Overlord, who you can pay 3 to tutor a sliver out of your deck and put it in your hand, or you can pay 3 to take control of a sliver. This works well with an archive that we're going to go over in a little bit. It's really tantalizing. Ooh.
Next
is the first sliver, which is also a 5/5 for Wooburg, and it has Cascade, and sliver spells you cast have Cascade.
So if your only spells in your deck are slivers, they all chain down to 0.
Yeah.
That's something. That's probably. I mean, this is the best one, right?
I don't know. It might be. It's certainly the best, like food chain commander.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it's the best one because the sliver game plan is assemble a bunch of slivers, and this says all your slivers are 2 slivers in 1,
or sometimes more.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, potentially that is true. Sliver Queen, which is a 7/7 for Wooburg, and you can pay 2 to make a 1/1 colorless sliver.
Yeah. Pay 2, trigger a bunch of abilities.
Yeah, and also if you can make this cost 1, there's ways to go infinite. Go off with this thing.
Even 2.
Even 2. It's true. Sliver Legion is Sliver Coat of Arms, which means all your slivers get +1/+1 for each other sliver you control. Or not even you control.
Because slivers have gone 50-50 on triggering off all slivers and just your slivers.
They just recently. They used to always be all slivers.
It wasn't recently. It was an M15.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 5 or 6 years ago. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
We're so old and experienced. Like and subscribe.
Yeah, don't remind me that M15. The saying that M15 was 5 years ago sounds so weird.
Oh, my God. Garrick's evil.
Oh. That was 5 years ago?
He's back now.
Garrick just became evil. No.
Sorry. It's not a new activity.
So, Sliver Staples with no synergy. These are slivers that you would see in any random deck. So, it's like if you sit down at the table and there's someone playing random deck, you might see the sliver. The answer is you'll probably see none.
None. 0.
There is almost no sliver to put in a random deck because slivers really feed off of each other.
Any sliver that would have been in this category has either been like strictly upgraded or we'll just mention it in when we talk about Sliver payoffs, which is all Slivers.
Yes, because we're going to Sliver payoffs now. So
Buckle in.
buckle in because every Sliver is a Sliver payoff except for Metallurgic Sliver, which is
And the vanilla creatures.
Oh, that's what I was talking about. I think it's the only vanilla one.
Oh, that's like the 3-mana 2/2.
Is there a 3-mana 2/2 also?
I think so.
Oh, I was just talking about the 1/1 for 1. The one that's an artifact. All right, so the first one is the Lords. We have Megantic Sliver, which gives +3/+3 to all your Slivers. Might Sliver, which gives +2/+2 to all your Slivers. Sinew, Muscle, and Predatory Sliver, which all give +1/+1. These are just your Lords. They're basic. You might not even play any of these, depending on what kind of deck. If you're playing more of a combo deck, you're probably going to play 0 of these.
These aren't even that good. Maybe Megantic, but I think you just have so many other better ways to make them huge. Gemhide and Mana Weft, possibly the best ones. They're 1/1s for 1 and a green. And all your Slivers now tap for mana of any color. That's insane. These are like the best ones.
Yeah, these go off very easily. There's a lot of combo with these. They're mana dorks, and they turn all your guys on board into mana dorks that tap for mana immediately.
Yeah, so they have haste, and the effect, they can't stop the effect. It's a mana ability. As soon as this thing hits the field, you can make a bunch of mana.
Yeah, and if your Slivers, your Slivers can have haste with a lot of things in this deck. The next one is Spiteful Sliver, who is a 5-mana guy who makes all of your Slivers into basically stuffy dolls. So when they take damage, they can deal that much damage to target player or planeswalker.
Spiteful.
Yeah, spiteful.
Should have been Stuffy Sliver.
Spiteful Mayor.
Well, I know that there's a bunch of spite, previously, but I like Stuffy Sliver better.
Stuffy Sliver. I like the idea that he's like
all nasally.
a little doll that they poke. What's next?
It's Basal Sliver. All Slivers now sack for black.
Yes. So this turns all your Slivers into little rituals, and you can this is one of those things that goes infinite with Sliver Queen and a reducer.
Or if you just, it already goes infinite with Sliver Queen without a reducer.
Yeah, all you need.
You just need any death payoff. Or this is the thing you play before you go, okay, sack all my guys, and then get them all back.
And you get
some insane spell.
Yeah, get a ton of mana. Maybe do like a Torment of Hellfire.
Yeah,
Hellfire.
Next one here is one of the only ones that you could see on its own. It's Harmonic Sliver. It's 1 green-white. Whenever a Sliver enters, you must destroy an artifact or enchantment.
Yep, you must. Which means if you're the only one with artifacts and enchantments, you have to destroy your own.
Or you just don't play this. I think would be the big brain play.
The thing that would happen is this would already be on the battlefield, and then you want to advance your board state where you have the only artifact or enchantment.
This kind of got totally replaced by Night of Autumn.
Yeah.
In like random decks, so kind of relegated to just Slivers.
Yeah, exactly. Night of Autumn's better. Also, but when Rex Sage came out, it kind of replaced this too.
Yeah, Rex Sage. But even if you want 2, now it's like it's not even on the radar.
Yeah. Next is Snap Sliver, which makes all of your Slivers, when they deal combat damage, you draw a card. Basically,
is that good?
Is Reconnaissance Mission playable in EDH? Yes.
Well, then I think this effect is good. Just call me crazy.
Yeah. No, it's very good. It costs 5 mana, but again, if you have 4 or 5 Slivers out already, you can just, this effect essentially has haste. You get in, you get 4 cards right away. Oof.
And I'll say, again, if you're playing a combo deck, this has no text and you don't want it.
Yeah, that's true. You
don't care about combat, so why would you play this? Just play some other dumb ritual thing.
Yeah, Slivers like comboing, and they also like going wide. So you got to decide which one you're going to do. You probably don't want to do both.
And it is no secret, I'll say in the middle of this video, that we don't like the Sliver archetype personally.
Because there's not many ways to build it.
It feels like you're kind of painted into a corner. You really only do it if you were, you played back then, or you fell in love with Slivers. And you're like, let's do it. I love all these.
They're very Timmy. People love them, but we have no love for them, really.
But we love you guys, so we're making videos.
Yeah, we're making the video for you. For you specifically.
Yes. The next up is Memnotic Sliver. Slivers have 2 sack, draw card.
Yep. This just lets you turn your Slivers into cards when you need new cards. So just take the useless one that's giving your guy +1/+1, because you shouldn't have put that one in your deck, and then sack it to draw a card.
Yeah, here's your payoff with that loop where you reduce the cost of Sliver Queen.
Mm-hmm.
You make infinite guys. Now you have infinite mana. You sack them infinitely to draw infinite cards.
You draw your whole deck, get your payoffs, win the game.
Easy. Dormant Sliver. All Slivers have Defender and ETB draw card.
Yeah, this is the card that people used to play against Slivers.
To hate on Slivers because this triggers up all Slivers.
Yeah, so it makes all Slivers have Defender, and they can't attack you, let you buy time, then you board wiped. That's what you used to do back in the day. Old Magic was weird.
Wild West. Heart Sliver. Haste.
Yep. It's a 1/1 for 2 mana, and it gives your guys haste.
There's also a 2 and a red for a 2/2 does the same thing.
Yeah, that one's not as good as Heart
No,
Sliver.
that's still good. Those haste is like the next best one after tap for mana.
Maybe, but
I think so.
for attacking, the best one is Flying, which Galrider Sliver does. There's also a Wing Sliver that does the same thing, but again, there's a 1 mana version. Do the 1 mana version. It's better. Though the 1 mana version has gone up to like $9 now.
It's also not even as good as Cloud Shredder Sliver, which is flying and haste.
Yeah.
Those two things together are insane.
Yep, Cloud Shredder Sliver is absolutely insane.
He shreds those clouds, dude.
See, I imagine that he's this like...
Watch out for Cloud Shredder.
Yeah, exactly. He's the Ninja Turtles villain. But like, what do you see in the clouds today? It's a Cloud Shredder.
So vote on which one of those 3 wrong interpretations that you like.
Yeah, because he's really just a guy who goes up in the crowds and destroys them because he's a meanie.
Further dividing this into choose go wide or combo is Bone Scythe Sliver. Your slivers have double strike, which is irrelevant if you don't want to attack.
Yeah, there's another one that gives double strike for like 8, for not 8, but like 6 mana.
They really upgraded a lot of the old ones.
Yeah, they did. This is an upgraded one. They didn't upgrade this next one, which is Hibernation Sliver, which is a blue and a black for a 2/2, and you pay 2 life to put the sliver back in your hand. This card's really good.
This is actually one that does see play in a bunch of other decks. Hibernation, where it cares about it can bounce itself, and that's all that matters.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
All slivers have that ability. It sees playing like Yuriko decks.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering what deck. I was wondering what decks you were thinking of. Okay, cool. I didn't actually think about Hibernation Sliver in other decks. Clot Sliver.
Clot Sliver. I don't want that ability.
It's Clot.
Your blood just keeps clotting.
Well, yeah, he makes you. It makes you. That's why they pay 2 to regenerate, because they're clotting their blood.
That's gross. I don't like that flavor at all. Also, this is not a great one. This is pretty rough.
This one's fine, but the next one's much, much, much better. It's Crypt Sliver, which says your slivers have tap or regenerate a sliver.
This is really close to slivers are indestructible.
I mean,
especially if you don't care about attacking.
I mean, or if you give them vigilance with one of the other ones. I didn't list vigilance on here because it's one of those abilities that's
that's pretty bad. Same with like the +0/+1 sliver. Like nobody cares.
Pretty much any ability that I'm not listing. I'm listing the ones I think are the best. These ones aren't, and not all these are super good, but I am listing the ones that are the best. Slivers can do anything.
Like worthy of seeing play, Commander. The things that you want to build towards, or they fill out the ranks.
Yeah, exactly. The next one is Necrotic Sliver, which says all your slivers have pay 3, sacrifice the sliver, destroy target's permanent.
Permanent. This is one of the better ones if you're playing it by itself, but 6 mana destroy permanent.
Yeah, there's much better rates for that.
Not fantastic. So relegated to just the Slivers deck, but this one has a near and dear place in my heart.
Yeah, because you played it in.
My boy Carador back in the day.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I couldn't think of Carador.
I couldn't think of an effective way to point at it. I had to go all the way around.
Yeah, it's probably better to go over the other shoulder next time.
Homing Sliver gives them all those ones in your hand. Sliver cycling 3.
Yep, and he has Sliver cycling himself. You're probably not going to play this one out because you'll just Sliver cycle him, go get your best Sliver, and go from there, and don't bother playing it.
Instant Speed Grim Tutor, that's probably good.
Is it?
Uncounterable? Yeah, I think that starts to be like pretty good.
Yeah, looking for the best Sliver in your deck. Again, if you're playing the combo version, this is going to be one of the best Slivers in your deck. Because it doesn't matter that it's in red, because it cycles for 3 colorless.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This nasty 2-card synergy alert with Dregscape Sliver, which is a bear that says all your slivers have Unearth 2, which means you can bring them back for 2 colorless mana, and now they have haste. But we just talked about the one that you sack them all for black. That's just a 2-card thing. If you have any ETBs, you just get rid of all your slivers and then bring them all back with haste.
With haste, but they will be exiled at the end of the turn. Be careful.
Right, but assuming you win, we're okay with it.
Yeah, obviously, if you win, we're okay with anything happening.
Then they actually don't get exiled if you win.
Yeah, no, then I don't know what happens.
Save your slivers and just have them fade away into nothingness.
Yep. Lava Belly Sliver, ETB, deal 1 damage to any target, gain 1 life. Simple.
That's a payoff for the thing we just mentioned.
This one pays off a lot of things.
Right, we don't need to talk about. This is actually one of the better ones for, hey, you have infinite sliver ETBs? Great.
Yeah, if you're going to make infinite slivers, you can Lava Belly. We made a silly one. I can't remember the combo now. Do you remember? I remember we made a silly sliver combo for a deck a while ago with Lava Belly.
But it wasn't, I don't think it was the sliver that mattered, was it?
I don't know, but it was funny.
Yeah, it was some nonsense.
Yeah, it was
Go check every one of our videos and let us know which video it was.
Shadow Sliver gives your shivers, gives you shivers because it's so good.
Shiver me slivers.
Shadow Sliver actually gives your slivers. What would you think? What's your guess?
+0/+1 vigilance.
Shadow, you idiot.
Oh,
It's Shadow.
I'm never going to get that right.
You always mess that one up.
Oh, yeah? What about Crystalline Sliver?
It gives them Crystalline.
It gives them the Crystalline Giant text where they gain 1 of 10 abilities at random. Nope, that gives them Shroud. That one's actually pretty good. They're unspot removable.
Unspot removable. That's actually the wording on it. Yep. And Quick Sliver. What do you think Quick Sliver does?
You play them quicker.
Yep, you play him quicker. That's
the
it.
speed at which your arm extends from your shoulder to the table is now reduced by 2.
It actually gives them flash, and it gives all your slivers in your hand flash, and it gives this sliver flash. Well, the sliver just has flash.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah, he's quick. He's this one wants to autocorrect so badly. It has a blue line under it right now because it wants to be Quicksilver really badly.
You'll never be Quicksilver, Quicksliver.
So Sliver. It still says dinosaur from our last script. Non-sliver cool stuff that goes in your deck. So Sliver Hive, not technically a sliver, but it is
the command tower of slivers.
Yes, it makes any color for slivers, and you can pay 5 tap it to make a 1/1 sliver, which could be relevant
If you have
because
nothing better to do, that could get to, like, if you're okay, I'm going to destroy an artifact or enchantment. It produces mana, so the ability really costs 4. It can sack for black, so the ability really costs 2. It's like, well, now that just gets to be free / really good.
Yeah, there's a ton of ETBs that can happen off of that. Maybe it deals if it deals the damage ever, then you can draw a card maybe. My favorite non-sliver sliver that is technically a sliver but isn't a sliver is a Me Boy Changeling. I love this guy.
1/1 for 2.
Yeah.
You tap and make something a changeling, so it gains all creature types, including Sliver.
I don't think it makes it changeling. It just makes it gain all creature types.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think you can give away changeling, but it gains all creature types.
Yeah, it gains all creature types. You make it a sliver, then you seal it with Sliver Hive Lord. They made a premium deck series a while ago.
Slivers.
They did Graveborn too, but the Slivers is specifically what I'm talking about. I bought it, and my friend group was a bunch of noobs. The deck was way too good for us. I couldn't play it because it would win every game. That's how stupid it was.
What decks did they have? Like, did anyone have Graveborn?
No,
so you just kind of went out and bought that.
I bought that because
did you chalk it up as like a waste of money, or were you like, yeah, I did it?
I was like, oh, I didn't realize this was going to be so much more powerful than what we were playing. I thought it'd be a pre-constructed deck that I could just be like, cool, I'll play with this cool tribal deck, and I was like, oh. No, it just overruns everybody.
Destroy your friends.
Yeah.
Okay, what are some other ones?
Chromatic Lancer to Naked Dryad Boy, which just make your lands tap for all colors. You have to be in 5 colors, so you're gonna want things like Chromatic Lancer. You're gonna want things like Naked Dryad Boy. And if you're wondering what that is, it's on screen right next to me.
That's what we're calling it. I just think you can't. The 5-color Sliver Wooburg Legends are so much better than your basically non-existent other legendary Sliver options. So I just don't see too much of a point. You can play Morophon, but I would not bother. And even if you do, still 5-color.
There isn't a choice. Yeah. Gigantha the Wellspring. Turns out Slivers don't really have double mana cost.
They really don't. We couldn't find hardly any of them that had like green in it.
I don't think any of them do.
Off the cuff, we don't know of any. Certainly almost none on this list.
I was looking through them all. I didn't double check after seeing Gigantha, but Gigantha's just kind of a free roll. It just kind of does. You get to put it in your companion slot and just have it for free because your Slivers just don't have double costs like that.
So Gigantha's not great, but he does tap for a Sliver commander.
He taps for a Sliver commander. He's a free 8th card. And if you're not losing anything, I mean, maybe you don't really want Necropotence in your 5-color deck too often. So I don't know, maybe you can build your deck, maybe lose 1 or 2 cards and just have a sweet build with Gigantha.
I hope most Sliver decks accommodate Gigantha. That's the one lesson that you should take away from this video if you're a Sliver player. Gigantha, probably a free roll. Also, a free roll in 5-color decks in general, Bring to Light, is insane. Yeah,
you're going to be playing at least, probably, if you're not playing, you're going to be putting 1 in your command zone. You'll probably be playing a second Sliver 5-color
somewhere in the
legend in the deck that you'll just want to get at any time. And Bring to Light will just be an extra copy of that guy.
It's really silly. I think it's so much better than a tutor. I'm trying to compare it to something, but there's not really anything to compare it to because it's like Tooth and Nail, but you just get 1 and it's small and it's not busted. But it's just, 5 mana for my best thing right here, right now.
Yeah, Bring to Light's really good in 5-color decks. And again, we've said this, Slivers are 5-color decks. And last of all, we have Hearthstone, Zerda, and Training Grounds. These are all reducers for activated abilities. This is mostly for Sliver Queen, so she can make her ability cost 1, and then she goes infinite with a ham sandwich. Also, we listed a bunch of these Slivers. You saw that a ton of them have activated abilities. This isn't an original thought. Hearthstone actually came in
The precon.
The precon.
Yeah.
It's not like I had this thought originally, but a lot of Slivers have those activated abilities. And with those activated abilities, you make them less, obviously the better.
So you heard it here first. Hearthstone and Zerda and Training Grounds busted in Slivers. Who knew?
Also.
Now the video's done?
No.
Oh.
Also, it wants to autocorrect again to Hearthstone. I hate this.
That wasn't an actual thing you had to say.
That was important.
Go shout out the patrons.
Special shout outs to all of our patrons. We love you as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. You guys are great. If you'd like to support us monthly, you can head over to patreon.com with the link in the description below, and you can join them and get some of the awesome perks like joining our giveaways, doing our weekly deck building challenges, which eventually will result in the winner of a Crater of Behemoth. That's pretty sweet.
In the Discord.
Yes, so that's in the Discord, and you get into the Discord by mostly by becoming a patron. That's the important one.
That's what we want you to drill in there.
That's how you get into that Discord.
Or
what?
By subbing to you on Twitch.
Or by subbing to me on Twitch, yeah. Yeah, they should sign me up. Or by subbing to me on Twitch, because if you can't get enough of me, and sometimes never beezy.
Never sometimes
beezy. Then you can head over to twitch.com. I stream from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on weekdays, and I stream mostly Magic, a little bit of Mario Maker. Just like to switch it up once in a while, but mostly Magic.
You can also head over to tcgplayer.com. I have a link of every card we mentioned in the video, just in case you want to read them. Click on the link, navigate wherever you want from there when you're done reading everything. Buy what you want, and then we get a kickback on the order. That thing has been super useful, so we're glad you guys are using it, and want you to keep using it when you buy cards anyway, because we get a lot of support from it.
Yes, we
Makes
appreciate.
us feel good inside.
Yeah, it makes Beezy feel good inside, and we appreciate it a ton. We appreciate all you guys. You guys are awesome.
Love the
Tidbit
support.
about our life.
I mean, this is a slam dunk. We got another studio. We have a newer, updated studio.
Oh yeah, and
We have like artwork now, and we're gonna get some more artwork to put in some of the blank spaces. More stuff to put on the
there's gonna be
shelves.
something right there.
Not disgusting yellow background.
There's gonna be something on the wall here too.
We're
ready.
so excited
Yep.
that everything's finally done, and we do have plans for the underwater box opening, but they got postponed because it was like 97 degrees. the day we
97
wanted to do
degrees,
it.
then rain, and now it's back to a normal temperature, and we're hoping to aim for Friday for that video. We'll see.
We'll see.
how it
No,
goes.
nothing promised, but keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, keep your fingers crossed, and we're gonna be
Done.
done. Yeah, peace out, Tribe Scout.